Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the day 9. It's already day 9. Oh my gosh. Day 9 of the 1K subscribers Gardenia Glass giveaway. So we made it to day 9, guys. That is pretty amazing. So last time that we did this Wheel of Names, we had Scooby-Roo win, so congratulations to Scooby-Roo. That is pretty awesome. So, let's see, is there any... I'll see if there's any comments on there or not yet. So we're going to check to see if there's any names on the video. We're going to grab the video. We're going to put the link in the comments here. That way everyone who's here can check it out. And I'm just now noticing that we are at 1.01K. I've never seen that, the 0.01. That's pretty interesting. What does that mean? Okay, so let me get onto my channel here so I can watch this 1K subscribers giveaway. Or I guess it looks like we got one person already watching. So what's going on, Madame Star? Good evening. So did you have the opportunity to watch my live stream today? Or possibly even NJ Court's stream today? That was pretty cool. I was pretty excited about it. I thought that was a lot of fun to be able to do a collab like that. I have never done anything like that before with another YouTube streamer. I've never really. I'm trying to think. Like, is there anyone from YouTube that I've just met like that? And I don't really think so. I think this may be the first person. Like, for many years, I've been inviting people. Like, hey, you got some pretty good coverage. Why don't you come in and check out? I might see their videos on the balloon fiesta, the past balloon fiestas and things like that. And then maybe I've subscribed to their channels because of their videos. And so, I've invited all kinds of different individuals to come on out. And I've never, no one's ever really taken me up on it. So when he was like, yeah, I'm coming, like, let's do this, let's make this happen, I was like, oh, wow, like, we're going to actually have, like, this is going to actually happen. So that was really cool. So you were watching NJ Courts, but you woke up late. Not a problem at all. So we were hoping that people were going to be going back and forth, just bouncing back and forth from one to the other, so they could see the different perspectives. And yeah, he really is a stand-up guy. He came out fully prepared to do work, and as you can see, hey, what's going on? I see you. And as you could see from earlier, I wasn't even working. We had so many people on the crew this morning that I was able to just kick back and relax and not worry about anything. And that was really nice and different. So yeah, he's really cool. And and he's real. Like, I can say that, legitly say I've met him in person. I invited him into my home, actually, to meet my wife and our son. And he's way chill. Our son was talking his ear off. I had to warn him. I'm sorry about that, NJ. I told you, I was like, just be warned, we have a 5-year-old. He's just gonna talk your ear off. And was I wrong? Nah, but he's our 5-year-old's cool, and he's, uh, you know, our 5-year-old actually he knows all about like YouTube and influencers and stuff. And it's like what? Like this guy, he was telling NJ, he was our 5-year-old. He was telling NJ all about the gold buttons and the silver buttons. I'm like what? I'm like you're talking about like when you reach like your first like what is it? You get your 1K or your not 1K, your 100K, or you get your 500K and then you get your 1 million subscribers. You know those buttons. Our 5-year-old knows about those buttons. It's like what? He's all telling NJ about that. You know, yeah, I got free rock collection and blah 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 blah. So I'm tired. I actually just woke up. I passed out for a couple minutes. I've been cooking. My wife has been trying to wake me up for like the last 10 minutes, I think, 15 minutes. All, honey, is it ready? Honey, you're burning it. so, so yeah. Oh yeah, the internet is pretty amazing, right? Little 5-year-old all influenced by Mr. Beast, huh? But now, you know what's way cool? Oh my god, so check this out. I wish NJ was in here right now so he could hear this. We go on and I put on NJ Court's live stream from the Balloon Fiesta live. We start watching it, right? So we start checking it out. We see how he's coming in from the parking lot and he's streaming right there, and he's talking about how he's in a hurry, he's in a rush, like to go meet us, and like at that point I think it was like 4:30, 4:40. Like we are still like driving actually at that point. We're about to get on the field. Here, let's do a quick demo while I'm talking. And we were about to get on the field. We don't get like to our spot till about 5 o'clock. Our pilot has it timed out like precisely. It's pretty good. Sometimes we get there super early, and that's way cool. Yeah, nowadays the kids teach us, right? Like what? Gold button, silver button, button. Who's got the button? And so, yeah, man, these kids are amazing with the technology. Our 5-year-old is doing online schooling with computers and stuff, right? So, but check this out. So we go and we watch NJ Courts, right? And I'm like following us, right? Or trying to find our space and where we're at and everything. And as I'm watching it, you know, our son's like, oh, that's the guy. I'm like, yeah, Boogie, this is the YouTuber that just came by and was all hanging out. And he's like, oh, and he like ran real quick, and he grabs his NJ investigate, or not, what, why did you say that? It's not BJ investigate, NJ Courts. Our son went and grabbed his NJ button and was wearing it. Like, I turned and he had it, like, on his shirt. He put it through, like, he figured out how to button that thing. And he put it on. And it was like, what? Like, that's so cool. He's all stoked. He's got his NJ pin on, watching NJ on YouTube, checking out his live stream from the day while he's going to meet his daddy, the Glass Man. And he knows the Glass Man's world. Like, he'll go up to people like, hey, you ever, it's like, hey, you subscribe to Glassman World? And just randomly like ask people like, Boogie. That's funny. So, um, yeah, I thought that was really cool, really cute. I think NJ will get a kick out of that. You can tell him next time you see him. I don't know if he's streaming live right now or what. Um, but yeah, that was really, really cool and way cute, right? I think NJ will get a kick out of that story. So, you know what? We haven't made one of these in a while. Oh man, he was so proud to show us the balloons. NJ was stoked. Yeah, I was stoked to just have him join and following the live stream. It was cool to see like him walking up the main strip there where all the vendors, like the main vendors row and everything right there. And then like he went and he went to the maps and he's like, I don't know. I think maybe it's all the way at the end. He's like, couldn't really see the maps or anything because those ladies were in the way just talking. They're not even using a map. They're just blocking it. And these are like, they're supposed to be working there helping people. They're blocking the map. So he squeezes in there and then he sees like, oh, the middle of the field, row M, middle. I guess he's right. He said middle. Okay. So then he walked to the M row and he was like trying to find it. I think he was on the outskirts of where M and N are, and or probably like L and M or something like that. I don't know, because there was the white van, and he had texted me. He said something about he was by a white van or he'd seen a white minibus pull up or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's right there ahead of us. Like, I know where you're at. You're right there. Like, bam. Alright, so right now what I did is I rounded that out and then we just flattened it. Basically, we made ourselves a really big glass nail. And now we're just going to make a glass hammer or a gavel. No, it's kidding. We're going to crack the glass. Crack it. That'd be crazy. Make a glass gavel and crack it. So, but yeah, it was just way cool. And then he found us right there, like on the live stream, and I just thought it was cool. Like he didn't really have any issues with finding us at all. What's going on, Scooby-Roo? Scooby-Roo, are you the one? Are you the one? Hit that like button. Thank you so much. I see you. So, yeah, we were hanging out there for a while, and then I actually took off for a little bit. I went to the pilot's pavilion, and I went to go get me a little bit of breakfast and some hot cocoa, because it was cold out there, and I was like, you know what? I want hot cocoa today. It's cold out here. And I wasn't working. I was just chilling. And then when I had all my food and I had got my donut, my pilot a donut, and was gonna start heading out, and I realized, oh my gosh, the balloons are already up. They've already been fully inflated, and that they fully inflated, going up, and that means they're about to launch without me there. Even though I'm not really working, I kind of have to like help with breaking down the things and reloading, like load up the van and jump in the van to chase. I wasn't planning to stay on the field, which I could have. I could have said, yeah, I'm going to just stay on the field. But at that point, I had already decided I was going to chase. Someone else was going to be on the field. I needed to go, so I had to like run across the field, go catch up with them. And I was like, at that point, I was like looking around for him, like, hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Like looking around, like he was just right here. I thought he was just right here. Like got a big old bag, and then I guess he went down to the vendors row, which is perfectly fine. You know, like we weren't in need of him being there or anything like that. Now the day before, had I had seen that email that he was already in town and he was trying to get we could have got him on field one day sooner. We could have definitely used him. He would break the glass gavel, right? Yeah, no. It was just a funny little thing I was just thinking. No, so it's not a nail. As you can see, I put a big old blue dot on it right here now. So now I'm just rounding this. I'm trying to get this completely in the center here. Just melting it down to the bottom here. So tonight will be Madame Star's turn to win, huh? I see. You think so? That'd be so cool if you call that. Okay, so after I got back, I grabbed my camera. I was hoping that we could get him on to come with us and chase, but then at the same time, we were with some new people and stuff, and they're barely getting used to me like screaming and talking to myself in the van, and it might have been a little bit too much inside the vehicle. And one vehicle was both of us screaming and talking to our cameras, and no one paying attention to who's in the van. Although I do both, like I'm talking to my crew and the camera at the same time, but then they're like, we don't know if you're ever talking to us or talking to camera. I'm like, I'm talking to both of y'all. Like, if I'm asking a question, I'm asking you too. So, if I'm not lucky, Madame Star says, I've never won anything until I won the other night with the Glass Man. And that's right, ICU. I cannot wait till you receive your prizes. So, someone asked earlier, like, how do we get you the info, like where I'm going to be shipping and things like that? I am also a pretty stand-up guy. You're not going to have to worry about me, doing anything with your information. We're going to keep that private and make sure that, like, earlier today we were trying to retrieve that light, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get the phone number. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. Blah blah blah. We ended up not having to let you guys go, and I ended up scaling someone's rooftop without them being home, and then got caught by their cameras. Like, oh, I guess you see what I'm doing here. So I ended up actually gifting. I have no more. Oh my god. I don't have any more of our Polar Dawn balloons. But yeah, so I'll have you guys all. We'll contact each other either through email or something like that. And then I'll ship all the prizes that are won from this month. So after the 31st, that'll be the last day of the drawing after Halloween. Give me a moment to kind of like recuperate from Halloween and stuff, and then I don't know, maybe a day or a couple of days in in November, like maybe November 3rd, November 5th, we'll we'll do one more last announcement and talk about the month and all the different prizes that were offered and won, and all the different winners, and we'll talk about how it all went throughout the month, and we'll probably like recap on today and meeting with NJ, and we'll just do a recap, and then we'll make sure that everyone's got the prizes, and do some last congratulations. We'll also, like, we'll do a live check, like, did we miss anyone? Like, let's all make sure we'll all check everyone and get everyone's backs, right? Everyone's got each other's backs. So what is this thing that I just made? Looks like a little Hershey's Kiss or Sorry piece, but with the little dot on the bottom. I think you've seen something similar to it, right? Huh? Uh-huh. It didn't even spin. That was sad. Trying to do it with my left hand. I can't spin it too well with my left. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. How sad. There we go. A little bit. So that is the Gardenia glass spinning top right there. These are the simple versions that I normally keep pretty affordable. This one I made kind of chunky, a lot bigger than usual. But yeah, I'll probably still keep it affordable. I'm just going to pop this off here. So yeah, we'll get all the prizes out. We'll figure out where they're all going to go. We'll exchange contact info. Maybe I'll just like post up my info up there publicly for a minute for winners or something, or we'll do like a direct messaging, or however, we'll figure it out, okay? Oh, and yeah, and my email is right there on my about. So yeah, gardeniaglass@gmail. You can also just send it to me, but hold off on that, right? Hold off on that until the end of it all. I will do the announcement, so don't send me any emails, because I have to clear my email. I got to clear my Google accounts or whatever. It's saying that I'm not able to accept any more emails because I joined all this stuff like Rumble and Odyssey and BitChute and DeepStream, DLive, and like all these other different things besides YouTube and the basic ones. Like everyone's got Insta and YouTube and X, Twitter and Facebook. Everyone's got all them, right? But I grabbed all these other new ones of Rumble and all this stuff, and now I got all these notifications coming in every video. So it's been bogging down my my email account. So just hold off. Let me delete some things so I can make space for that, so that can all come in. I know, isn't it annoying to just have to worry about cleaning up data, period? It's so stupid. This technology. But it is what it is. And imagine if we had to like develop all the different photos and films that we're like, all the pictures and images that we're taking daily. Imagine if we had to do it the old school way. We would not be taking as many pictures as we do, guys. We would not be posting up as much as we do. And we'd probably be living our lives a lot more, not being on our devices, spending a lot more time with our family, our friends, our loved ones, enjoying ourselves and our own company, sitting there bored with our own minds and our own thoughts, But a lot of times, we wake up right away and we grab that phone and see if the glass man's on or whoever, We do this. We always do. So those are cool little spinning tops right there. You know, I really do need to make some of our balloons. I never found that 9-volt battery for my pyrometer, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna turn on the kiln and see how hot it gets. All right, so I'm gonna make one of our balloons right here. I might try to make a couple now that I kind of took a, I don't know, 30-minute nap or something. But I'm completely out. I don't even have one on my own neck anymore. I took the one off of my neck and gifted it to the lady whose house I scaled today. Because we lost our lights. The lights are supposed to get pulled in. Pilot forgot. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there, sir. Okay, so we got the yellow. We got, is that cobalt right there? I believe that is cobalt 4. Boom. And we need the orange. There it is. Alright, there we go. I kind of hate doing emails. I hate cleaning out the spam. Right. It takes so much time. Like, that's the one thing about digital technology. It's supposed to be like so freeing, right? But yet it's so like, it chains us down so much. I don't know. I kind of miss the days where we didn't have technology like that. You'd have to like run inside to take a phone call, right? And you got like one of those super extra long stretchy cords that reaches all the way from like the kitchen phone or the kitchen, the phone is all hooked up and you run it all into your bedroom. You guys remember them days? I don't. I'm not that old. Just kidding. Like, I'm almost 50, man. I don't know if I look at being able to climb to scale someone's rooftop today the way I did. I definitely don't. No one would believe that I'm almost 50. Alright, so we drop. Like, do we do 2 lines of blue? 2 lines of orange and then the yellow in between, I guess? Long phone cords. Hell yeah, we stretched those phone cards all the way to the point where they wouldn't even like roll back up. They'd be like so tangled, right? They'd like be like a slinky, right? The way a slinky would get all tangled up with itself, man. The old school days. I got me a 50-foot phone cable. Oh, the days. Those were the days. Like, man, you're showing your age now, man. Nah, I don't care. I take pride in my age. I'm like, heck yeah. I'm almost 50 and I can climb a dang rooftop without a ladder. Just getting up from the side right there is like, oh, this fence might hold me. I had to use my pilot to spot me. But it was great. It happened. It was cool. I wonder what she thought. Oh, when she read the letter. You're talking about the when I gifted the Rainbow Riders. I wonder what she thought when she read the letter. Is that for the Rainbow Riders balloon when I gifted it to that individual? So usually on these simple $20 balloons, I only put 2 colors and I spiral them together. So that's the thing about ours. The one that I gifted NJ, the one that looks like ours, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got like 8 colors on there, from 2 to 8. You know, so it is a big difference. And then I'm wondering, like, wait, did I just add more color than I normally do? Madame Star, it's great. I play it on the tablet. What do you play? That's great. I played on a tablet. I just taught my gram, she's 95, that she has solitaire on her phone. Oh my god. Playing some solitaire. You'll be stuck there all by yourself, not doing anything else. No more gardening. There goes all the flowers. So solitaire on the iPhone. She loves it, though she won't admit she loves it. Next I want to do bingo. Oh great. And then you're gonna like teach her how to do like solitary scramble. He's gonna learn how to play cricket. Start shooting pool, playing some bowling. He's gonna get into some Roblox, some Minecraft. The only thing good about that is now I can collect Social Security. That's right. Pretty soon, pretty soon. I hate all that cleaning of spam. Sunshiner, your gram sounds like she's the hippest 95-year-old with the iPhone. You go, Gram. I remember my kitchen phone was like that when I was a kid, right? Just all twisted up. You like go to try to use it. It's like, you know, your sister was just on the phone, but she's like talking for hours to like whoever, like all her different boyfriends. It was like before you were able to like text like 3 or 4 different guys at one time, right? You're like calling them up, and your parents are like, what's going on here? But yeah, those were the days, right? Those were the days with Archie Bunker. The letter I was referring to was the roof lady. Oh yeah. We left a little note. It was a thank you card, and then our pilot just signed his name on it. So it just said thank you and then Rick Jones. And we left a couple of balloon cards so she'd be able to recognize which balloon it was. And I was like directly in her camera, and I was like, hey, sorry I had to climb your roof to get our light, retrieved our light. I apologize for having to do so, but I'm leaving this with you as a gift. And so I took off my necklace right there on her camera and like left it on her front door. She's gonna come home to a beautiful necklace hanging on her front door, a note that says thank you, a couple balloon cards. She's not gonna know what's gonna happen until she watches that video footage and see me climbing the roof. Now I'm known as Spider-Man. I am no longer the Glass Man. This is now Spider-Man's world. It is so fun. I'm a climber. I know how to climb trees, and I might be able to climb some climbing rope, walls, not ropes, walls. I can climb rope, poles, things like that. I don't know if you remember back in the day when you'd have to climb the gym rope all the way to the top. It's like they let us climb like 100 feet up, and here, use this 4-inch little blue pad. It'll protect you from breaking your neck. Those were the days. Let's see. Sunshine. I love the old phones. I would have different ones. I had a Garfield one. I had a real hot line. My dad even put an old fashioned foam booth. Oh my gosh, in the backyard so that we would hang out. That is awesome. Those were the days. And so, yeah, imagine these days, Superman, he's like trying to find a place to, to change his outfit. He's like, where am I going to go? Here, just use this manhole cover. Go in the sewage. Superman. Poor Superman. He's got no more phone booths. We got to use the sewage now. The Garfield phone. Oh my God. Do you guys remember all those phones? Remember when they had the shoe phone? It was like a colorful, gosh, was it a Converse? K-Swiss? It was like some kind of shoe. It was like all like white with like green and yellow and red colors or something ridiculous like that. I think I'll have to make a couple of these. So I made I was cooking and I roasted some chicken thighs with some potatoes and carrots, a little bit of rosemary, some salt and garlic. Did I add garlic? I might have forgot the garlic actually. Oh my God. So I'm like doing this whole day, what are we, day 9 right now, right? Day 9, 1K subscribers giveaway. And I'm also trying to keep track of the balloon days. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get my days mixed up. I think it's like now going to be day 5 of Balloon Fiesta coming up. Day 6. I'm so lost. Like, I don't even know. Trying to make these videos all at 5 a.m. in the morning. Like, and I was watching NJ, and he totally like kept on like just having brain farts. He's like, I know it's something patrol. I was like, yeah, Paw Patrol. And Dawn Patrol. Alright, let me see if I can finish reading. I'm so tired I'm leaving words out of my sentences. Oh my God. I was doing that last night. And I've been doing that probably for the last like 2 or 3 nights. I think I'm a little bit awake now more because I took that power nap, I guess. So I might be able to go for a minute and actually blow glass here for a moment. And make these balloons. If I can make at least 5 of our balloons, that would be cool. Because then it would offset the ones that I do have. I have a bunch of blue and white and red and white. They look really nice. Alright, so we got a few of you guys watching here. I don't know if there's any new viewers. I forgot to get that link right away, so let's grab that real quick. I'm so tired I'm leaving words out. Yeah, and you're typing it. Imagine if you're just like sitting here and all of a sudden you're like dozing off with the glass spinning in the fire and you're like trying to keep your words from going into dreamland, like, or you start talking about monkeys and zebras or something weird. I don't know. I start doing that. Like, I'll start mumbling some weird stuff that don't make no sense. I've done that where I'm like, be sitting there, like, laying next to my daughter, like, we're trying to, like, just have a conversation and she's about to go to sleep. Next thing you know, I'm putting myself to sleep. And she says, like, I'll start rambling about some weird random stuff, like, oh my gosh, I've said some funny things. like that. It's like being on anesthesia or something. You just say random stuff. So let's see. I remember when you would just call someone and it was a busy signal, right? Beep, beep, beep. You just had to hang up because there was no answering machine, right? Oh my gosh, like you couldn't even leave. And remember, your answering machines actually had a little tape in it. One of those little micro cassette tapes, and you would like rewind it and fast forward it. And then just delete it, right? We would use that tape up like, man, that tape could just be used over and over and over. What kind of cloud is that? That's the craziest analog cloud digital storage device I've ever seen. Well, not digital, but the tape, man. You could just record over the tape. Remember, it'd be like the old school VCRs where we would like record, especially like, you know, your parents would record the soap operas, like General Hospital, or, oh, remember back in the day that show Dallas? It was like one of the biggest things in the 80s. Who shot Dallas? Who shot JR? They were like the biggest thing in the world. Everyone records videos on, like they'd record like, oops, oh no, I accidentally recorded over your sister's wedding. You're like, accidentally, Those were the days. Oh, am I missing any comments here? I might be getting away a little bit. Let's see. She's quite the doll. I see where I get certain personality traits from. She scares me sometimes, but she's great. OMG, that sounds so cool. And don't worry, I understand. And good with decoding. It was a cool payphone, the foam one that your dad built, right? From an old hospital that was from down in San Francisco. Oh wait, what? It was cool. It was a cool payphone from an old hospital that was torn down in San Francisco. Is that the one that you guys got to play in? That's awesome. I see you. Sunshinery says I needed a nap today. I went on 2 hours last night, guys. And then I never took that nap on the field. I was going to bust out my little air chair that, that NJ, cheater. He went over there to the guy and he got the guy to fill it up for him. And then he was like, not going to deflate it. He didn't want to deflate it, and eventually when we got to the car, he had to deflate it. I was like, and you're never going to be able to have it that big ever again. That guy makes it look so easy. He does it like in 3 swoops. He's all swoop, 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 air in there, close it up. There you go. Here, sit on this. He like just sets it up so quick and easy. Like, what? How you do that? I've got a live stream where I probably look like an idiot filling that thing up. Like, no joke. I seriously probably look like an idiot filling that thing. Alright, where's the clear glass that I need? That's all I have left? Oh my gosh, I gotta pull more. Paw Patrol. Yeah, we were totally Paw Patrol, right? He was totally passing out, or not, he was just brain farting, like, I don't know what it's called, something Patrol, like Dawn Patrol, Polar Dawn Patrol. I think that was throwing him off, because we were Polar Dawn, and like, I don't know, was it Polar Patrol? I think he got thrown off, so. So, yeah, he showed up there, and And he could have crewed, but we didn't really need everyone there. Like, we had so many people, so it was cool to just have him stream. And I kind of just, I tried to tell him about what was going on. It's still early in the morning. I realized I wasn't even talking loud at all. I was like you could barely even hear me on his live stream, completely mumbling and like I don't even know what I was saying at some of the time. So I'm gonna have to remember that and try to always not be so crazy mumbly and slurry and sounding like I'm half asleep. And I just mean I have to remember that, like, while we're streaming, like, at 5 a.m., of course you're supposed to sound like that. Who wouldn't, right? 5 a.m. You guys are crazy getting me up here. 5 a.m. for a balloon show. Who the heck wants to see balloon shows before the crack of dawn? You guys are nuts. You guys are like sick. You need to be committed. You guys are totally the lunatics over here. Completely loony. That's what we are, right? So I'm so glad you guys got to see what we do, and then also like having it from his perspective instead of just on my camera there. I was able to, I had my camera on. I was actually streaming live while he was. I know Sunshine, and he was going back and forth and helping out, letting people know where we were and this and that. But then when we took off and everything, and I had to rush back with my hot cocoa, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to slam this thing. It sucks. I wanted to bring it back and enjoy my hot cocoa, but whatever. Like, no, they're going to leave, and I got to help pack up. I got to help go. Like, we got to get out of here. I got to do crowd control, all kinds of stuff. My job was not done at that point. I was totally taking my time, too. You too, huh, Madame Star? You're yawning so much all day. I hate to admit it, but after I get home from babysitting the grandkids, I have to take a nap. Nah, I love to admit it. If I can have the opportunity to take a nap, that's rare because my life, I'm constantly taking care of the wife, the kids. My wife, she's on disability, so I literally do have to take care of my wife from time to time. And it's not like, she's not in a wheelchair, nothing like that. She's not quadriplegic or anything. She just has issues from time to time with being able to get up and down and up and down. She's got tachycardia issues. Sometimes her legs give out on her. She's got connective tissue disorder. Um, she just needs help around the house, right? So I'm constantly here, constantly helping her do things. I don't have a lot of free time, right? So if I can get a nap in, that's awesome. I'm like, yay, that's my free time. Just sleep it off. I'm always constantly like worried about taking care of this and that, all the different bills and stuff. I'm like, there is no time for sleep. I gotta keep on doing this. I gotta keep on doing that. Gotta make ends meet. Always hustling. But I was talking with the NJ Courts, and he was telling me about, like, how the algorithm, once you reach that 1K, like you really work hard to get your first 1K, right? And then once you get to that point, it kind of just opens it up, and more people show up, and more people show up. Like you guys, you know, and different channels will then start to cross promote and all that stuff, and yeah, that's way cool. So let's see. Kids wear anyone out. Yes, they do. That's how you know you had fun-filled day, right? Exactly, sunshiner. And I get at least 8,000 steps in and walk 3 miles a day. I walk at least that. I ride sometimes like up to 20 miles a day on my bike. Yeah, no, it was a working payphone. That is crazy. You had a play payphone that was a real payphone. That's awesome. NJ found that guy. Yeah, the guy with the thing. So he had him air it up and everything. Instead of having to use his air compressor, I'm like, how do you fill it up with an air compressor? Like, that don't even make no sense to me. I needed to know too. I love that air chair. I know I have one and I've been using it. I can fill it up, but I swear I probably look like an idiot doing it. I have the video here. We can all watch it together and have a laugh. I actually have not even watched it yet to see what it looked like. I've never replayed it back at all to see like how dumb I look or whatever. I just went live and done. That's it. Live raw unplugged. I don't care. I no editing here, guys. I don't care about any of that. You get it. Unfiltered. This is me. This is how I am. This is real. It's unscripted. You know? What you see is what you get. Welcome to the Glass Man's world. Looks so cute trying to blow. NJ looked so cute trying to blow it up the first time. I was dying because I'd be doing the same thing, yeah. And I get it. Like, I have one now. And the first time I pulled it out, I was like, wait, what? It's got two flaps. I like had no idea. I'm like looking at it like, maybe I should have like tried to do this over there with him. Have the guy show me. Like, he showed me, but he just like grabbed one from the shelf and did it real quick. Like, I didn't like be like, oh wait, hold on. You open up this flap, you open up both flaps. Like, what do you do? Like, I didn't get the technical breakdown on it. I just saw him open it up and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There, ta-da! All done, quick and easy. Like, what, dude? Can you do that again, but in slow mo, please? He's like, no, you can't go slow. You gotta go fast, fast, fast. Then you do it, grab it, pinch it up, curl it real fast. Gotta capture that air as fast as you can. But yeah, those air chairs are cool, right? The cool air chair. It is pretty cool air chair. That's what it's called, the coolairchair.com. If you want to check it out, coolairchair.com. I am not affiliated, but they should now give me royalties and kickbacks. Just kidding. You got to sign a contract for that, buddy. I see you. Purple Heart, me too. I want one, but if NJ couldn't do it, I don't know if I could, right? Those things are funny. We should do a contest who can blow it up the best tomorrow. Because he's going to show up. He's actually going to come crew with us tomorrow. We're going to have him on deck. But he did tell me that he has to take off, so I got to remind him, don't be sticking around too long. You got some obligations to fulfill. You got to get back on that road. So I'll make sure. Because tomorrow is going to be a fun day. Maybe I'll stick around and stay on the field with him, and we'll walk around together. We'll both be streaming on like separate streams, but doing the same thing. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I tried to sneak up on him. Did you guys see that? I was gonna stream his live stream on his phone. That was the funniest thing ever. Stopping in to say hi. What's up, Seven Stacks? Hit that thumb. That's right. So we're just doing another demo or two. I'm probably gonna. Oh, I'm probably gonna grab that link. Jeez, let's do a thing. The first thing first. Make sure that we copy this, and then we'll also double check to see if we got anyone new. Let's get this pasted up here. So this is the link, guys. If you want to go to this video, I'm gonna pin it up top here real quick. So if you want to go to this video, it's pinned now. Make sure you subscribe to the Glassman's World, because this contest is only open to my subscribers, my 1K subscribers. So if you would like to enter, just subscribe. At least for the next 30 days until October 31st, or a little bit longer past that, so we can get prizes out to you. And hit that like button and comment something, anything on that video to let me know that you're there and I can enter you in. That's how we're entering the entries, guys, is through that one video. All you have to do is comment anything, one thing, even put an emoji, anything, whatever. Put a period, put a question mark. As long as you put something, your name is going to show up, which then allows me to see there's a new comment there by this or that individual, and we'll add you to the drawing. Real easy. Just simply follow instruction, follow direction, and everything will be alright. Alright. So, what are you guys talking about? Reed Timmer? I know that Storm is insane, so scary. I've been watching Reed Timmer. I watch Reed Timmer. I watch Reed Timmer, the Y'all Squad, Ryan Hall, a lot of different individuals. And there's also this one guy, BJ Investigates, who's been going out there and checking out the storms ever since the one that was like in, gosh, where was that? In Texas? And he almost got himself stuck. Like, dude, you better be careful. You're BJ Investigates, not BJ Storm Chaser. But yeah, Reed Timmer, amazing. Another individual that I follow is a surfer. Well, not surfer, he's a wakeboarder. Jack, with Juke Squad in Florida. And I just barely saw a stream just recently, so it's good to know that he's okay, because I was wondering, like, dude, I ain't heard from Jack in a while. Where's his? He hasn't done anything since Hurricane Helene. And he finally did an update letting us know that this is an extremely crazy storm about to come in. He said this is the last minute update warning. So I was about to watch that video earlier, but I got so many other videos I need to watch first, and I passed out, so I'm wasting time sleeping here. I will have time for that later. So much time for that later. For a minute. Alright, so yeah, Reed Timmer's a brave man. He's going in there to intercept the eye currently. I think that's what he's doing right now, or already done did it. Did Reed, you know, I call him a weed trimmer. Did Weed Trimmer did he successfully intercept the eye of the storm? Did they get that eye wall? I mean, because the eye of the storm is calm, but the eye wall, yeah, people are really really worried and concerned about what's going on with this. What I'm gonna call the Caribbean splash. I don't know if you guys know about the directed energy devices and things like that. They do manufacture them here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I know that they're real because they manufacture them here. They make them. It'd be like, no, the glass man's glass is not real. It's like, no, I see it. I know. You manufactured it right there. Right here. So yeah, these directed energy devices, they're manufactured here in our hometown in Albuquerque, here in New Mexico. Um, they're real. And for some reason, um, Mountain Dew, the company, which I'm sure, it's I guess NJ, like he talks about all those like drinks and different things and all that stuff. I'm sure you guys have been keeping track with like the Mountain Dew Code Red and what was it? The Hawaii Blast. No, Maui Blast. And then there was the Baja. There was Baja Blast and the Maui Burst, or was it Baja Burst and Maui? Whatever. Either way, now this is a Caribbean splash, guys. And remember, we got Code Red, right? And also Total Darkness or Blackout or something like that. Mountain Dew. See, the thing is, they put this stuff out there for us to always see. They always want us to know what's going on. Always and forever. They have to. That's how they legitimately get away with doing what they do. Is by putting it out there. They tell the public what they're doing, what they're gonna do. And if the public doesn't rally together and the masses like say, hey, no, we don't want you doing that. If we don't like all come together and do that as one, then they just continue like, oh, no, only 30% of the people care. The other 70 don't, so we'll just continue doing what we do, right? So that's why, it's real important that individuals like myself, NJ Quartz, others that are out there are basically streaming in order to just get the truth out and to share truth and things like that. And I think that's the most important thing as influencers, as YouTubers, as content creators, is that if we can actually do something that's going to have some sort of a positive impact on our future, on what's going on, if we can share knowledge and stuff with our future generations to come, our children, our grandbabies, all of that, if we can kind of pave the way for them, or I don't even know if we need paved roads anymore because everything's going to go into flying cars and things like that, the analogy is not going to be the same anymore, right? Like, we don't talk about horsepower anymore. We talk about warp speed. Horsepower, what's that? That's what they used to use back in the ancient times. Bobby? My grandpappy once told me, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy told me they used to have these things called iPhones. Just wait when iPhones become obsolete, guys, and it becomes like the old record player. Like, that's gonna be crazy. Those were the days. Those are gonna be days. Alright, so let me pull this down into the infamous balloon shape here. And then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. So there's a link up if you've never watched. Get onto that link. Make sure that you subscribe. Hit that like button and comment in the video. that video where the link is pinned on top of the live comments here in the chat room. And also, if you want to give me a heads up in here and let me know, hey, I just commented on that video. And then that way we can make sure to get you in. Scooby-Roo, did you get my email? Actually, no. I don't have notifications for my email. I was explaining earlier how please don't send me any emails right now because I may not be able to receive them. My phone or my Gmail stuff or whatever is all bogged down, completely taking up memory, and I gotta clear out all the spammy stuff and everything, and so it's gonna take me a minute. So no, I did not get your email. I am so busy with Balloon Fiesta right now that I have no time. I barely have time to wake up and go to bed. Just kidding. But seriously, like, no. I get home, and then I gotta, like, today, we had, like, a serious, like a personal situation where my wife, because of the situation she's in, she has individuals, caregivers who come in, right? They're hired by a company. And this company, the last person that they sent in was a piece of work, right? Came in twice to work. A third time came in and was completely sick. Like, you can't come in around someone who's got an autoimmune issue and has other illnesses and sicknesses, and you being the caregiver can't come in on a day where you've been throwing up all night. Like, this person was a piece of work. Like, really, you're not here to care and provide care. You're here to get a paycheck. You're just here to put some hours in, get clocked in so you can get clocked out so you get that paycheck. My wife needs someone to be here to take care of her. Like, I don't give a F about what. So this person created some issues of saying, oh, they got too much stuff on the counter. It's like, your job is to help my wife with clearing out the too much stuff on the counter. I'm busy with Balloon Fiesta all week. I haven't been able to get caught up with all the dishes that my wife is like doing during the day. She can't cook something for herself and then do the dishes too. It's just too difficult for her. So they send someone in who complains about helping with the work, and they're like, you need to clean up first before we send you a new helper to come help you clean. It's like, the fuck? These guys are stupid. Their whole motto, or whatever they call it, when you call them, it's like, Amber Care. Because we care. It's like, fuck you, Amber Care. You don't give a fuck. And sorry, I know that there's gonna be people on here who watch that don't have a bad mouth like I do here. I tend to censor myself very well, but sometimes I'm like, fuck Amber Care. Like, screw them. They're a bunch of bullshit. They think that because they're the only or one of the only few companies here in Albuquerque that they can mistreat their employees, that they can have an employee who was over here, right, doing some things, and this person just one time just said, oh yeah, my client just isn't waking up so at the new time, so my wife is trying to do homeschooling now, right? And they decided, instead of waking up at 11 a.m., because they've been sleeping in the whole time that our child's been born, right, for 5 years now, because he's 5 years old, they've been sleeping in till 11 o'clock. They're completely trained, their bodies are trained to sleep in till 11 o'clock, right? They're having breakfast when everyone else is having lunch. They're having lunch when we're supposed to be having dinner, right? We're having dinner when it's supposed to be bedtime, and then we're having bedtime when it's like midnight and having midnight snacks and stuff, like, you know. So now they're getting on a schedule here where they're waking up earlier, and she needed to change that up, right, with the new with that caregiver. And the caregiver came in, right, and then one day, like it was one day, she came in, was able to wake her, and that was the thing too, is I was here on a couple of those days, so I was able to like allow the caregiver to come in, and I knew it. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, so make sure you got her phone number and this and that. And I guess, you know, um, my wife left her phone out in the living room charging, and you know, things happen. Um, couldn't hear the phone call from the worker, so the worker made like a little complaint about it, and what happened was is the Amber Care took it on. Oh, okay. Well, since our client isn't waking up for you to go work for them, we're just gonna have you stop going in over there entirely. So now, you know, my wife is without someone, and the caregiver is now without a job. You're like, wait, you just like tattletaled yourself out of work. You know, it's not like, I don't know if the intentions were to be like tattletale or complain or whatever, but hey, you just done lost yourself a paycheck there by complaining that your client didn't wake up one time. You knew that there was a schedule change. It went from 11 till 9, and what happened? You got no job now. How many times has this happened where these individuals will complain about a little this and a little that, and now they don't got no job? And then AmberCare has the audacity to say, we don't have any clients available for you to work for at this time. So that individual has to find an entirely new job. That's some bullshit. AmberCare, because we care. I'm going to talk shit about them on this sweepstakes giveaway. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and subscribing. We're going to learn all about these bullshit companies here sometime. And we're going to expose truth. That's what I'm all about here, actually, is sharing my truth. So, you know, if you want to come out and see the balloons, it is true that I crew with the balloon team and all this stuff. I don't talk out of my ass, you know. A lot of people, they probably like think like the things I say, you know, like, oh, I worked on Better Call Saul season 6, and I did this and I did that, and like all these things here, like, what the fuck? This guy like doesn't do all this stuff. No, yep, I do. And that's why I decided to just start uploading videos of what I do and start sharing some of the things of what I do, right? I'm going to get to some comments here because, damn, hot damn. What happened? I got lost here. Dang. Okay. So, did you get my... Okay, so that's crazy. I thought it was cheaper over there. They tax over here and it's just expensive. 50 and 8 is average. Oh, dang. What are you guys talking about? Hold on. Hold on. I got Hypnotic 33%. Don't forget Voltage. Oh, yeah. The Mountain Coat. See? You guys know. Baja Blast. You guys know. We made a special dispensary. Hey, I went to the dispensary because they got Wax Wednesdays today. Oh, check it out. I went there to my favorite spot, and they gave me goodies. So I purchased these two things. You buy a $20 one for $15, and they kicked an extra one in for $10. I was like, heck yeah. But look at this. I got a nice little goodie bag here. Oh, it even came with a pen. I forgot. I got a cool writing pen, and then I got this battery for an e-cig. So if I had a cart, I could do some dabs. It got a little one hitter, which, you know, of course I can easily make this, but Now I got one with the little ABQ Craft logo on it. I got this awesome tray. And then this thing is dope because it looks like a large dab tray, right? So I got these here, and I shared a little bit with MJ, and he's like, "Dang, I had some pure THC crystal, which I don't know if he had ever seen before, and I had it in some the terp sauce, like the terpenes or the distillate, basically. But isn't that cool? Look at that. That thing's huge. But this is not dabs. This here is a grinder. Look at that. I got a brand new grinder. This thing is dope. I love it. So I went in over there and they gave me free goodies. I was like, it's been a minute since I've been in. And the guy turned around and was like, here. I'm like, what? What's this? He's like, well, you said you ain't been in a while. I'm like, you guys hook it up all the time. I love ABQ Craft. So I told NJ, like, if you want to go hit up a spot, that's a spot. They got good flour. They got good dabs. They got drinks. They got vapes, cartridges, all that stuff. All right, so yeah, you made a special run to the dispensary today for special shape balloon day tomorrow. That's awesome. Just for tomorrow's live stream, it's gonna be fun. But damn, Star, heck yeah, what you get? You have such a talent, and they each are so unique being handmade. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and this is just one of my many talents that I do. Like I said, I'm like all well-rounded all over. Voltage, hey, thank you for reminding me of Voltage. They also have a Halloween one now. What? Oh shit. Does that mean that's the day? We're gonna stop streaming on. Okay, guys, I'll tell you straight up right now. If things go down, we're gonna have to like do this analog somehow, right? I don't know how. We just have to wait for things to come back up. In 5 or 10 years, I don't know. I'll have your prizes still like hanging around, like. We'll be all old, like, hey, I remember you, Scooby-Doo, when you won. I still have your prize. Yeah. The mystery flavor, Hypnotic, 33%. I have 3 new dispensaries. Oh my gosh. We got like, our dispensaries are like McDonald's. There's like one on every corner. And then you got the Burger King like all across the street, all competing. Like that's like us. We got dispensary here, dispensary there. Like, oh my gosh, hey, look at that. It's a gas station. Oh, it's been converted to a dispensary. Hey, look at that place. You can go inside and get your dog groomed. And oh, look, it's a dispensary. Imagine he walked into the veterinarian and it's a dispensary. Yeah. But in California, we pay an extra 25 to 30 on top of the cost. Fuck that. That sucks. I grow my own. Yeah, see, the thing is, though, dude, you try to grow your own and you put in all that time and energy and effort. To me, it's like worth it to just go to dispensary. I'm just like, that's a lot of water. Water costs a lot, and that soil ain't cheap. And if you want it to come out good, you gotta have seasons of experience to know what you're doing, especially in the curing process. I know I wish I could see the weed taxes like in the schools of the road or something. Right. See, and that's the thing is I think that they do some stuff here with it, but at the same time they don't like. It's like we making millions a month. I ain't even joking. Millions a month here. New Mexico, my pilot was like, how do you guys have so many dispensaries that can just stay in business? I'm like, Rick, 80 to 90% of New Mexico smokes ganja, man. I think it's that simple. All right, now we're to the Scooby-Doo. Did you get my email? That's crazy. I thought it was cheaper over there. They tax over here and it's just expensive. 50 and 8 is average. We get $40 grounded ounces. I'm sorry, guys. $40 grounded ounces. I can get a QP for like less than 200 bucks, but that's black market. But in a dispensary at Oasis here, you can get. Hey, look at that spinning top is ready to try out. Woo! And that one's smooth. I knew this one was gonna work. Beautiful. Look at that. Spinning top, we keep spinning top. And the cool thing about these, I can spin them upside down. Can you? Yeah, these things get addicting. When you get like a dozen of them and you're like, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. You like try to get them all spinning, like, oh no, that one's done. And you like grab it and like, oh. And you keep on spinning. Alright, so let's keep on reading some emails here. I sent an email to let you know which glass I wanted. Oh. Okay, so which one did you want? Just let me know. Right here. Which one did you want? Let's make it easy. And then we'll do the info all later, right? So you can cheap prices, but the tax is what is ridiculous. Yeah. And see, the thing is here, what I'm saying, the $40 grounded ounce, that's for recreational. That's not medical card. If you have a medical card, you're not charged the taxes on it. It's like $30. Like, it's cheaper. It's crazy. Yeah, and I will tell you at the end of the month. Thank you. I see you. Does he wait until the end of the month for us to tell him our choices? No. Every time you win, you pick. You get first pick. I've got at least 5 of these prizes already claimed and moved to the side, I believe. I'm like, did someone choose that? I gotta go through them again. I gotta watch them all over again now. But yeah, no, you tell me right now, like right away, which one you want, because the prizes are gonna keep coming in. If you don't choose one right away, you may miss out on the one that you want from that. But then if you delay, then you might be able to get one from one that just went in. You know, so I don't know. Like you guys play it how you want, I guess. Yeah, and Sunshinery did that, and bam! As soon as that happened, then I set aside Sunshinery's. Was it? Wait, I'm like, was it the jellyfish? I gotta label these all. See, the thing is, that's good. We have it all on video. But I think you chose the jellyfish, and I set that aside for you. Unless you chose the balloon. I'm like, someone also chose the balloon. That's no longer there, too. Alright. But we'll figure it all out. Sales tax, biz district tax, non-home rule, municipal tax, RT tax, foot up my ass, foot up your ass tax. Like, come on, man. For my win, I would like the blue jellyfish piece. You're taking the jelly skibby-roo. Alright, there you go. That's yours. This is the one I made, what, a night or two ago? That's a beautiful one, too. I was saying it's a little bit short, like lower. I wish I could have pushed it in a little bit deeper. But it's a beautiful jelly, as you can see. It's got all that detail and everything in there. It's yours. There you go. I'll set it aside. And you're welcome. Oh, no, you won twice, actually. Yeah, you get to choose too. That's every freaking tax Chicago. Alright, it's ridiculous, man. Taxes. Screw taxes. If everyone understood that we hold up the tax man, all we gotta do is just drop him on his ass. Everyone just quit paying taxes. All at once. We the people. We rule this shit. They fucking work for us. He won't forget about it, Scooby. No, he might have to make more, right? And that's the thing is, you might choose a prize. It might go to someone else. You might be like, I wanted that one. I'm like, let me do the best I can to replicate it for you. That's all. That's the best I can do at that point. If someone else chooses it because you didn't see that you won, you didn't go back to the video and see that you won, I'm doing the best I can to keep up with them and put the congratulations in the comments right away. I got to do that. I got to stay on top of that. But I won't forget you. That's for sure. But it's just Balloon Fiesta. It's so crazy right now. Yeah, and it's 11 o'clock and I need to go to bed. I should probably make one more though. But not now. Let's do the drawing and then maybe if you guys want to stick around you can. Scooby, I picked out the same one and so did Sunshinery. So he'll make wait, you guys picked out what? The same what? Who picked? Oh no. You guys picked out the same jellyfish? I thought someone picked out the yellow balloon. One of you, see, and then there's double winners too. I know that Scooby-Roo won twice, and so did Spirit Baby Cal. Right? Oh my gosh. Let's see. I lost track of the. Jeez. I scrolled that far? Okay. Yeah, I'll make the same one. Y'all got great taste. He said I won twice. I missed a lie, so maybe I did. I love that blue jellyfish piece. It's my favorite. It's yours. Or maybe it's someone else's. I don't know. Oh, it was both of y'all, Scooby-Roo and Spirit Baby Kel won. Yeah, thanks. Do you have purple glass? Purple glass is a weird, I do and yes and no. No way, I'm moving to New Mexico. Because of the prices? You guys, come on out. Damn, you're a celebrity. Celebrity? Who's a celebrity? I'm not a celebrity. Actually, I'm I'm like small time. People know me. You know, yeah, I've actually, I went to school with Freddie Prinze Jr. He was a friend of mine in high school. We had like 5 out of 6 classes together. Like trying to think. Do I know anyone else? I've hung out with famous musicians. I've done things like that. Yeah, I see you. Dan the Glassman also sings and plays the guitar. Check out his old videos. Yeah, I got a whole playlist, guys, of videos. If you go to my playlist, that's where you'll find a whole bunch of my stuff. I got, there's like the Glassman Live. So my stage name is the Glassman, and it's usually in quotations. So the Glassman Live would be like me playing live. And then it might be like the Glassman Live in Albuquerque, where it's just all local shows. And then it might be like Element 37, which is my band. There, you know, I got all kinds of different playlists. You'll see. I have no idea how many playlists I have. Actually, I haven't checked. And yeah, and I'm saying my $40 crushed ounces. Like, I don't know if I have anything on me. Like, I got a little bit of what NJ brought, but pretty much, like, the crushed flour. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I have a container. This is what NJ brought me. I'm like, heck yeah. But the crushed flour is just, you know, it's already like, for me, it's ready to roll, rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? You just roll it up right there, bam. Roll them if you got them, just like that. Do I got my papers on me? I'm like, I'll roll them right now. No, don't got my papers. I got a piece over here. I always got a pipe. See, I was telling him I always got a piece on my neck, and that's no joke. This is a UFO piece. I don't know if you can see that. It's a one hitter. You load it up right here. Mouthpiece right there. Little UFO. Just like that. Little concert piece. It's a concert pipe where you sneak it in. You wear it around your neck. They never checked it at all. It's like they never know. Who's gonna know? They'll never know. I've been making these concert sneak chokes, like ever since I started blowing glass back in like '95. I had a really cool jar shaped one, hourglass, I guess, hourglass shape. So yeah, got the drum for the drum roll tonight, guys. I actually just realized I have a drum right next to me and we got a drum roll. Okay, so everyone's moving out to New Mexico, huh? Alright. You know what's also crazy? Their first time visit at the ABQ Craft is 1 cent. You can get a gram of flour for 1 penny. And if you don't got a penny, they'll spot you. Yeah, NJ, I was impressed that he said he just dropped it down in the ground. I'm like, dang, that must be some beautiful fertile soil down there. Because it must be. Because that's what they grow. They have all kinds of fields of stuff they grow down there. They probably got fertile soil. Yeah, it was so cool. I was totally impressed with NJ's first time. Heck yeah, me too. It seems like yesterday, NJ ladies still in their baby containers by the pool. The blue jellyfish, unless you have purple, then I want a purple jellyfish. Oh, so usually I only put blue on the background. The jellyfish actually is white with red tentacles. I could try to put a purple head on it, but then with the dark blue background too, because I tried to put that blue on it so it looks like it's in the ocean, you know? You want a purple ocean? A purple background? I might be able to do something like that, but the purple is weird. It's kind of a translucent purple. I mean, it could work. I mean, that blue's translucent. I could maybe put a purple, but it's not going to be, I don't know. It might come out like that purple. It's a light kind of purple there. Oh, but look, see, there's one jelly there, and there's the other jelly here, right? So that's the one Sunshinery chose. This is a new one. So, see, Sunshinery has this one. Scooby-Roo, you got that one. Did someone else choose a jellyfish? Because I don't remember. Oh, Sunshinery chose the balloon. So there's someone else who chose that other jelly. Oh, it was ICU. That's right. Sunshinery got the balloon, the Polar Dawn balloon. ICU got the first jellyfish, and now you got the other jellyfish, but you also have another prize to choose from. I gotta go, man. It's already 11:18. Uh-oh. Okay. We all picked the same one. It all started with the plant baby. I didn't think the sink or the float seed trick was gonna even work. I chose the balloon, I chose the jelly, chose the blue jelly. He needs a secretary. If only my wife understood this. If she was my secretary, I'd be able to like bust out all kinds of more orders and things from it. I do need a secretary. Oh, so you watched me make it and wanted it. Yeah, that's awesome. Are you sure? Who won last night? Scooby-Doo won last night. You won the, like, I'm pretty sure you did yesterday. You won last night. You know you won last night, right, Scooby-Doo? Madame Star, what do you guys think of the stores pushing Christmas on us already? It's always Christmas. Christmas in July. They start doing it in July. For the second one, I would like the white. There is no white jellyfish. It is a mushroom with the fire. Got a fire cap, yellow. This is a beauty here. It actually, what I tried to do is I tried to make that yellow look like it's glowing. And I covered this yellow. I coated the yellow on some clear. I have the piece of glass that I use. This right here. So I coated this clear glass with some yellow to make that yellow really, really translucent. And then I pushed it in there. I used a little thicker piece of yellow on top to make the mushroom cap a little bit thicker so it wouldn't thin out too much, and added a little dot of red to get that beautiful effect. And that's there. Is that yours right there? Scooby-Doo? You got 2 prizes chosen. Is that the one you want? I'll set that one aside. And if you say no, then I'll take it out. Freddie Prinze, I heard, is a nice guy. Is he? I heard that, no, I ain't gonna say anything. This kid, now he was chill. He was actually really, really cool. Oh, I loved him, his father, Freddie Prinze. Yeah, see, that's the thing that's so crazy is Freddie Prinze, his father was like a comedian, and I had heard of him or whatever, and knew of him or whatever, but I didn't know Freddie Prinze Jr. was like anyone connected or anything like that. Like, we were just friends. That's all. He was cool. He's behind in the chat. I was thinking it was me for a second. I understand it's easy to do. Yeah, I'm way behind. That one hitter's awesome. Now let's go. How are you still awake? I just watched it. I'm exhausted. I know. I'm so tired. Right? Oh, I'm caught up. Choose the jellyfish. Love that purple. I won last night. Yes, you won last night. I'm pretty sure you won twice. We're all saying you won twice. We can go. I ain't gonna waste the time right now, but we could go in and do it. All right. So let's check the video here real quick on. I've officially reached 1K subscribers video. Let's see if anyone has commented on here real quick. That way we can get any last minute entries in. You ever seen this? Check that out. It's got a torch on one side, a lighter on the other. Although that torch ain't really, like, how do you adjust the torch? I need to figure out that. But that's a cool lighter. My friend gifted me that from his shop the other day. Alright, I'm going to scroll down now. I just refreshed. We're going to see if there's any new comments. 33 comments, so maybe there is someone new. Brewers. Oh, Brewers Prospecting 420 is here. we do need to add a name. Brewers Prospecting, guys. Oh, he was at it last night. I was so tired I didn't even realize it. Okay. Brewers Prospecting has been added already. Brewers Prospecting 420, you're in it. And Speak Life, you're in it already. Jack Cook, you're in it. Edie, The Watchman News, Spirit Baby Kel, I See You. Scooby Roo, 7 Stacks, USA 505. That's the one that looks like a Delta 505 or something like that. Trouble Star. I believe we have everyone in here. Right? We got Trouble Star. Oh, that's Madame Star. That's right. Okay. So let's bring you guys up. And are you guys ready? Let's play Spin That Wheel. Hello everyone and welcome to the Glassman's World. Spin that wheel. For the next 31 days we're giving away one prize per day per winner. I hope you're the selected winner. Good luck and thank you for playing. Oh, that's fun. I love doing dumb stuff like that. Okay, so let's zoom in. You guys can see the names. Let's zoom out a little bit. We don't need to be that crazy. Alright, that's good. Right there. That looks like a good one. I'm going to go back to the comments. Just see what you guys say about my... That's a cool lighter. His father was on the show Chico and the Man. Right. And he died so young. That's right. I believe you. I think I missed a live. Yep. Good luck, everyone. That is a cool lighter. I agree. And that was perfect. You like that? I like to do voices. I wish I could actually get paid to do voiceover. I think it would be fun, but I probably need to work on accents and all kinds of things, I'm sure. Right? Okay. So let's get going with this. Spin that wheel. Good luck, everyone, and let's spin that wheel. All right, 60 seconds. Here we go. Are you ready? Hold on. I'm not ready. Give me a second. Let me clear this drum. Let me make sure that this bowl's all cleared. I'm just delaying just a delay for fun. Oh, the anticipation. Did you guys see this? He gifted me this too. That was so dope. Who's this guy? I hear he's a real prick. Oh, I don't even know him. I just hear I'm like, okay. I guess that's how he got started with his channel and then started following his story or whatever. I don't know. I gotta find out who that guy is now. You guys know. You guys can tell me all about him. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do this. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Spin that wheel. Who's it gonna be? Ori Dowdery, Spirit Baby Kel, The Watchman News. Who's gonna be? I believe it's The Watchman News, guys. I believe we have a new winner. Congratulations, The Watchman News. I believe this is the second time. I think you were our second winner, right? Our first winner was Sunshinery, and our second our second winner was the Watchman News. So congratulations, Watchman News. You get to choose a prize, which I don't know if you've chosen one yet. I need to go back through, see if you've commented on any of those videos. If I've given away anyone's prize, I do apologize. If I've given you first selection, that means that I just get to make you something cool. I guess. I don't know. But you guys want to watch a little bit more demo? Because we can just go back. I can do one more balloon at least real quick. And at least make a demo. Make the balloon. I want to make at least a couple more balloons before I go to bed. I should go to bed soon. I got to wake up at 2 here.
Yeah. I need to see you about
I know. Good night. Good night. Did you eat?
No, my second time living like this C-section. It's not due to November 10th.
Oh.
Anything wrong and you don't need help.
I see. Okay.
We're doing okay. That's nice.
Well, yeah. You're stepping into
The
it.
world
Babe.
of life.
Yeah, the doula life. All right. So my wife is going to bed there. Let me switch over back to the comments. Do you guys want to watch? You don't want to know him. Steve Ass Candy is an insult to society. You're better off. The drum makes it. That's good. All right. I'm going to not drum, though, because my wife's going to sleep. And that was awesome. Hey, what's going on? Oh, Madame Star says, hi, Mrs. Glassman. That's awesome. I guess I'm going to be called Mr. Glassman now because of NJ. I'm now Mr. Glassman. I'm also now known as Spider-Man climbing that rooftop today, getting our lights off. Witchy Bishy, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you here. Let's do, you want to do one more? The blue jellyfish, one more time. There you go. For your daughter to see it. Yes, and congratulations, Watchmen. That is awesome. And they all come out a little bit different. I'm trying to get those tentacles in there for you. But they all come out so differently. They're all unique, all one of a kind. I try to make them as realistic as possible. The jellyfish are made with the twisted cane. So this is what the tentacles are. It's a ribbon cane that I make. I have to put the color in between, add the color on the ends, sandwich it in between two pieces of clear glass, spiral it, melt it all together. So, just to do the ribbon cane alone is like an hour process. And then once you have the ribbon cane, then, then you get then you have several different ribbons that you can make different jellyfish with in different colors. Right? So, there'll be more jellyfish coming. Just know that. They're all unique, all one of a kind. All right. I'm going to do one more balloon if you guys would like to hang out and chill. I'm down to keep y'all around for a moment. Interesting, she said. What does that mean? Interesting. Is that is likable? Is it interesting because it's made out of glass and it's not a jellyfish but looks like a jellyfish? She loves it. Awesome. It's I don't want to give away ages or anything like that, but is there your daughter younger, teenager, older? Ah, it's interesting because it's glass and not a jellyfish. Yes. Oh yeah. At that age, glass is fascinating. You know, and it's also really cool, like hip, like badass to have to wear. Um, my child is 12, but is like 2 years advanced. So hang like all of my child's peers are like 13 years old, right? And they think it's so cool that her father's a glass blower, right? It's such an awesome thing to do, right? To be able to say that I can play with fire and that I can manipulate glass, melt it, shape it. Like this is magic. This is true alchemy right here. To be able to heat up the molecules in this rod to the point that I can just grab it and stretch it, shape it, whatever I want to do with it, you know? Like that's really, really cool. All right. And hopefully I'm not talking too loud. I forget I got the microphone right here. You guys should be able to hear me still just fine, right? Yes, and it's definitely mesmerizing. You know, I've been blowing glass for what, 29 years, almost 30 years, and still. You know what? I think that one that I just made was like way too much. I think normally what I do is I add one blue, one orange, and then two yellow. That one was like way too much. I'm like, that seemed like it was almost a full on replica, one that I would sell for $40. I'm like, no. My $20 ones would be that. Two colors, bam, twist it. But this one, I add two more to get that yellow in between as well. I love how you gift them to people and they will cherish them because you were so thoughtful. Thank you. I don't know if you heard about the drop of water and everything. It's a huge story. I'll probably do another live stream about the drop of water soon because the anniversary is coming up on when I started making them around November. I believe it was like around November 20th or something like that. And I started making teardrop shaped pieces of glass in cobalt blue to represent water. Basically, Creator, I was given a message from God, simply put, to a, make something that symbolizes water that you can replicate over and over again. That was the message I received, and what I saw in my mind was a simple teardrop-shaped piece of glass, like a mushroom, but without the mushroom in it. I was like, wait, what? I make the mushrooms, the simple one color ones for $5, these ones for 10 with the two color. You want me to make something with nothing in it, and people are going to be interested? And that was the weird thing, right? So I listened, I followed that instruction, and I created something that I could replicate over and over again. And that's how the drop of water was formed. And to this day now, 3,860. I'm thinking it's 64. I think I gave away that one extra last weekend. I think we're up to 3,864 of the drop of water now gifted out to water protectors, those who have put their lives on the line, those who have dedicated themselves to protecting water for clean drinking water for future generations to come. So my glass has afforded me this ability now to have turned it into a mission, a cause of being able to talk about water, the importance of water, and that's what I really focus on, guys. And then I do all this other stuff like on the side, like the glass balloons. This is just something that makes money and helps me to continue to gift out more water drops to water protectors from all over the world. I make the water drops and I sell them for $10, 3 for 20, and I also wholesale them for individuals who'd like to also sell them and gift them. I've always told people sell them, but they always end up gifting them all out from their own pocket to the point where they can't afford to gift them anymore. And I've always told them, sell them. If you get 20, sell 10. So you can get 20 more and then sell 10. So you can get 20 more to sell 10. So you can keep gifting it. So then it continues over and over. I wholesale. If any of you guys are interested in making a little bit of money on the side, you want to sell my balloons in your city, in your state, on your own YouTube, you want to start an Etsy, a Shopify, or I don't know what Shopify does, but like you want to start an Etsy, you want to build your own Wix website, you want to just have a little online store and sell some of my glass, I can set you up with wholesale. Easy, no problem. It's been open to the public for forever. You know what I just noticed and realized? Oh, that last balloon, I didn't put the blue dot, I didn't put our crown on top. And I also didn't terminate the colors together like that. Terminating them, bring them all together. Oh, yes, Sunshinery is so thoughtful of him. Perfect example is the widow he gifted. Yeah, see, that's the thing is, the drop of water has afforded me this, this new gratitude. It's a new appreciation for what I do. And knowing now that, you know, I'm on a different path, a more spiritual path personally, and I've reconnected with Creator in a way to where I do get messages directly spoken to me. It's why I speak about certain things. It's why I know that certain things need to be spoken about, whether or not I'm putting my own life on the line, just for sharing words, you know, simple things like that. You know, just the whole thing on just being involved in Standing Rock and the Drop of Water, gifting out water protectors who, you know, were on FBI wanted list because they were being considered terrorists. So they were on a terrorist watch list, and of course, I'm gifting them water drops. So who else is going to be on that list? But Mr. Glassman himself. I'm going to start calling myself Mr. Glassman. That is my last name, Dan Glassman. I actually, a long time ago, I was thinking I'd go by Danny Glass. Like a musician name, you know, like some kind of rock star name. What's up? I'm Danny Glass, guys, and welcome. I don't know. I was going to go off and do something. So, who was it? ICU? Is that you who was listening to my music? Or was it Scooby-Doo? Someone listening to my music. One day soon, I will do the Music Mondays again. maybe after Balloon Fiesta, maybe this weekend, we'll do a little Music Monday. And I kind of, these days, my Music Mondays are me just picking up the guitar and utilizing an hour of live streaming to just, okay, it was I See You, alright. And use that 1 hour of live streaming as just like a rehearsal. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I might have twisted this one up a little bit. The colors are a little bit flattened. It's alright. It's just mimicking. It's not a real... Uh-oh. Did I do that? Did I really? I did, huh? Huh. I did. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if I can pull some clear glass real quick and try not to crack this. I'm going to have to set this down for a sec. Dang it. Hopefully we don't crack it. Just by letting it cool down for a moment, it could crack. Alright, here, we'll use this one here. We're just going to pull some glass. What is the gas used? I use propane and oxygen. So without the oxygen, that's just propane right there. And then bringing the oxygen up, it really, really brings up that flame to melt it. The glass melts at 2100 degrees or so. And the torch is a lot hotter than that. The torch is known as the lamp. This sort of glass point is known as lamp working. So I'm working glass in a lamp is what it is, basically. Glass, someone mentioned that glass has its own unique history, a long history too. Yes, glass, I believe, was created in Africa, in Egypt, possibly, around those times, but maybe even further back beyond then. Because those of you who may not know, I study and I practice Hinduism. And I read about the Vedas, the ancient sacred knowledge that comes from Hinduism. And, you know, talking about Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, Krishna, and yeah, there's a lot of information that comes from those books, the Vedas, that will blow your mind. You know, like flying machines and lasers, and you know, like we're talking about directed energy weapons now. Well, they knew how to do all that stuff way back then as well, through vibrations and energy and frequency. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So glass, it has a pretty unique history, definitely. But from what I learned, I believe Egypt learned how to make glass, and also in Asia, China, they also knew how to make glass. I think that they kind of knew how to make glass together around the same time because of the flying machines, and the knowledge was passed around the globe or the world or the flat earth, whatever you want to call it, through flying machines. The knowledge was then passed down from these individuals that came from the heavens, that flew down from these flying machines and presented knowledge and wisdom to individuals who then became the elders, because they became known as the wise men or the medicine men, because they were the ones who were talking to the star people, or the ones coming from the flying ships. And Yeah, history has a unique history. The Vedas can tell you so much. I like to go beyond Jesus. I understand that before there was the newborn king, that king was also sharing the wisdom of King David, right? That's undeniable. And so King David was very uh, profitable, very wise man. He prophesied about many things and spoke of many truths and things like that. From what I've learned, Jesus kind of stepped away, right? From the 13 until 28, he just disappeared and vanished like no one knew what happened to him. But no, that ain't true. People know. There's history on it. It's written. There's history, there's books, there's stuff. People, archaeologists have found the writings of Jesus, who was known as Saint Isa. And he went to different Buddhist temples and to temples in India, specifically the temple of Lord Jagannath. And that is been found to be true. But of course, individuals who want to always say that no, that didn't happen. And if you don't have anyone who's open to a new belief, a new knowledge, because it's there, as it has been written in the book of life, right? But it is what it is. And that is a very crazy and unique history that people don't know about. And when you start getting into those kind of things, you kind of scare people away. And I'm not one to get scared away. So, bear with me on certain topics and certain things, because I may get into some touchy subjects that may shatter your whole reality. But I want you to know that reality is an illusion, and especially in the times that we're living right now. It's like a holographic world. You don't know what's real. You don't know what you're seeing. You don't know what the veil is that's been covering your eyes for so long. So many secrets and so many things that are going on. And so you have to understand this. And there's new knowledge to be had here. And we can't just hold on to the old just because of tradition. We have to accept what it is. As it is, so shall it be. As it is written in the book of life. Alright, let me see if I can pick up this glass. It's too hot. Still warm. Yeah, history does have a unique history. How hot does I get? I say this gets at least, it's 2100 where it starts to get molten, right? Now where it gets melty and droopy, that's, it's probably like 25, 3000. I really don't know. I work the glass. I don't scientifically study the glass in that way. I have no idea. I've never put it through any kind of test and been like, how hot is the torch now? How hot is the torch now? Like, I just know this flame works pretty well for what I'm about to do. I just know what tools I need or what tools work for me. Yes, it is. Good night, Madame. Oh, is Madame leaving? I'm going to head to bed. Good night. I know. Are you the one who said that it's like 3 o'clock your time? Holy cow, it's midnight, guys. I only have 2 hours sleep at this point. I went on 2 hours sleep last night. That means 4 hours sleep in the last 48 hours. We are about to get balloony now, guys. It's gonna get crazy up in here. Just kidding. I'm gonna get all loopy, huh? By the end of the week, and like, how many hours of sleep did you get all week? It's like 7. 1 a day. Kidding. It's 3 a.m. Alright, yeah. I just wanted to finish this up. Thank you for just keeping me company here. It is so much nicer to have these live streams where I actually have individuals here watching, and I'm not just like talking to myself all the time anymore. As soon as I reach that 1K, I forgot to put the blue dot on again. Oh well. How are they gonna know? They'll never know. I can't believe I forgot that blue dot again. But yeah, as soon as I reach that 1K, it's like the viewership just went up a lot more. After finding you guys as the Zobra, that definitely was like one of the biggest things there. Like, what? And see, the thing is I was just being true. I was like, man, you, sir, Mr. NJ Quartz, at that point, I didn't know who that individual was. I didn't know what his channel was about. I've been following some court cases, and different things. There's an individual that I follow. She wears like these little ears. BJ Investigate? Is it BJ? And she talks about Bam Margera and the stuff that he's been going through. And then, I've been, of course, been following the whole Diddy thing. Diddy done did what? Diddy done did it. Diddy what? Diddy wop. Diddy Willie. Willie miss. Willie Willie go missing. Just like Epstein. Oh my gosh. He's gonna be one of those children on a milk carton soon. He's gonna go missing. Something's gonna happen. Yeah, BJ investigates. And she also does something like the eyewitness reporter, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I've been watching her and Bam Margera. Bam. After that, I've been following what's going on with him, because she's been like reading all the stuff, all of the disclosure and everything. And what's crazy, like I said, I worked on Better Call Saul season 6. That's the last thing I worked on. That's why I mention it. I worked on many things. I've got like at least 20 different movies under my belt. And you can see me in the TV show Graves with Nick Nolte. You can see me and hear me in that one. I was a featured extra in that one. Inside the truck when Nick Nolte is playing the President Graves. They're sitting around the fire. He's smoking ganja with that bar tender, the waitress from the cafe, right? And she's got that tattoo on her arm, and he's like, hey, like, where do you get some of that? And so they go to her place right in the middle of the desert, and they drive the Prius out in the middle of the desert. And he's got his dude, who's his personal assistant, right? His PA, who just got hired to like follow the former President Graves around. And this kid is like, he grew up idolizing, like, oh my gosh, you're my idol. And then he finds out, like, his idol, the guy who he's like idolized and worshipped since he was a child, he's like, all I've ever wanted was to be the intern and work for the President of the United States, right? And And yeah, she met with Bam too. Yeah, she had him come in with that big old box. Well, she didn't have him come in. He brought in that big old box of evidence and all kinds of stuff from the backstory. And yeah, brought all the receipts, right? That stuff's crazy. That's also the same kind of shit that's going on with like with Diddy, you know, and all the handler stuff and everything, and what's going on with Britney Spears and all these celebrities. Like, you guys got to understand what Hollywood is, the Holly weird. That wood, that holly tree, it's used in spiritual, or sorry, it's used in rituals and different black magic, I guess, or different things like that. Holly wood, the wood from the holly tree. They make wands out of that shit. They're like witches and sorcerers, and they do black magic. Crazy. And then we sit around and we idolize and worship. We celebrate celebrities. We idolize and worship these people. And you know, at first, you know, they're harmless. Like, right? I knew Freddie Prinze Jr. Why did Freddie Prinze Jr. go from teen bop sensation, getting all the movies and all the movies, to he's a nobody? He probably turned down a Diddy party, right? He was probably too nice. He turned down a Diddy party. He's like, no, I ain't gonna Diddy done did nothing with you, sir. You ain't gonna be puffing my Diddy. Ah, shit. The P Daddy, huh? Puff Diddy, P Daddy. Whatever. Down the Rabbit Hole News. Yeah. I also watched Down the Rabbit Hole News. So, what I was getting at, what was I getting at? I was talking about Bam and all these different celebrities and different things and all that stuff. I worked on movies. I was actually invited to work on set recently. The last thing I worked on was Better Call Saul season 6, where the cousins, the two what are the cousins called? The two bald headed guys that look all rough and mean. The Tuco brothers, the twins, the Salamanca twins. Is that what they are? The Salamanca twins. But yeah, they were kicking down doors at a hotel looking for old dude. I forgot his name. Was it Nacho? They were looking for Nacho. And I'm sorry, I'm probably like, if you guys ain't seen the show, I'm gonna give away stuff. Like, sorry, my bad. Didn't even give you a warning. But yeah, they went looking for dude, and went kicking down doors, and I'm in that scene right there. Now the thing is, they had me on set for 4 or 5 days, right? It was during COVID. They had us doing the whole wear a mask on set, and I have Norwex masks, which my wife sells Norwex, and the Norwex masks, you know how they had us wearing N95s? Well, these are like N85s, right? Like a 10% difference in the micron filtration. And so they're more breathable. They weren't made out of that bullshit fiberglass that people are breathing in into their lungs. You don't want to be breathing in fiberglass, guys. You do not want to be wearing those masks all day. And if you wear it for longer than 4 hours, you start to breathe in your own bacteria. If you don't throw it away, well, then you're accumulating bacteria day upon day in upon day in, and that you end up getting sick. A lot of people don't realize that Dr. Fauci, that he actually wrote a paper on how 75% of the deaths during the Spanish flu pandemic or epidemic or situation that occurred then, 75% of those fatalities occurred due to the bacteria, because they were breathing in their own bacteria, from dirty masks. So all they did is they just repeated history and called it COVID. Let's let them just wear their own mask and breathe in their own funk for hours and days. No one's gonna change a mask. They ain't gonna want to. They're, you know, they know how lazy and dirty we are, right? So they're like, here, we'll just have them wear the same old filth and breathe in their own bacteria, not realizing that we're just messing ourselves up by doing that. So that was the last time I was on set. I got tired of having my nose poked and prodded with that crap. Then I found out later that, oh, every time I was doing that, I was hurting myself, giving myself a EO. What is EO? Like, remember Captain EO? EO is ethylene oxide, and there's a capital E and a capital O on the outside of those nasal swabs that everyone's been sticking up their nose. And I'm just like, hell no, you guys can shove it up your ass at this point because it's got EO, ethylene oxide. And if you research ethylene oxide, you'll find out for yourself how harmful it is for humans to do that. And then you find out about microneedling and how they're using microneedling in the swabs. And microneedling, what is that? Oh, it's microneedles. Tiny, tiny little needles in the swab that help to open up the inside of your nasal passage. So then when you're sticking that Captain EO into your nose, you're putting more of the ethylene oxide into your bloodstream rather than collecting a sample only. You're hurting yourself. Did you know about all that? Probably not. Did anyone teach you about ethylene oxide besides Dan the Glassman? No, probably not. I'm just a glassblower here, though, so I have to put a disclaimer that I am not a scientist. I am not a doctor. You should listen to your own common sense, and if someone else has common sense as well. Learn from others' mistakes, right? Be a wise man. But yeah, so I quit doing movies and film for a while because it was just stupid. And I was like, I'm done with this whole test this, test that. Every other day that we're going to be on set, we got to make sure we're not sick. It's like, I know I'm not sick. But wearing these masks all day is going to make me sick. I'd rather breathe, you know? Yeah, no one's ever going to tell you that. It's just like no one ever told us what was inside those jabs, right? I don't know if you ever saw the video of the pharmacist who was asked over and over, like, hey, do you mind if I see the insert to what comes with that medicine before I take the shot here? The lady was persistent and finally got him to go get it. He went, pulled out the piece of paper that came from the bottle, right? This is a pharmacist, right? He pulls out the paper from that box that comes from the bottle of the injection stuff. He opens it up, and it's this big old piece of paper. It looks like a poster, basically unfolds from like inside one of those little boxes. And it's a poster-sized piece of paper that's blank. And just in the center of it, there was like some information. I don't remember what it said. It said, I don't know. It said see insert. No, just kidding. That's the insert. It says see insert. No, it was something so weird. Like, I don't remember now. I'll have to like go back and try to find that information. But yeah, once he saw that, he was like, I'm so sorry. Because at that point, he realized he wasn't giving anyone any personal consent, disclosure. He wasn't giving them disclosure and consent and nothing. He was not informing his patients There was no patient informed consent. No one was getting informed about anything. How can you consent to anything if you don't have full information? Here, let's jump in the ocean. Is there any sharks? Probably not. I'd like to know actually if there's sharks in there or not. Before I go jumping in, can we find out? No, just jump and see if like that's how it was. That's how I felt. This whole madness with the pandemic and stuff. But yeah, Dr. Fauci, he wrote that paper about the Spanish flu and the 75% of the fatalities caused by those masks. You don't want to wear that crap. You guys be careful out there. I'm trying to help you. That's why I talk about water, the importance of drinking clean drinking water. Get away from the fluoride. You know, eat organic food if you can. Get away from that Mountain Dew crap. Don't go to Wendy's all the time. Don't eat at that kind of stuff all the time. It's not good for you. I know it tastes good. I know we all want to satisfy our cravings, our taste, sensory gratification, all of that. You know, we want to taste a good burger, drink down a good milkshake, or those kind of things. But just know that you are what you eat. You literally are putting that stuff in your body. Your body is accumulating it, creating new cells and stuff from those things that you're putting in your body. So if you're just putting a bunch of crap in your body, your cells are utilizing that crap to make more crap. So you become full of crap. I don't talk shit. I don't talk out of my ass. This is information that I know is true. You can research it, but then again, good luck. Reality is an illusion, and right now, if you can't Snopes or fact check it, then nope, Snope. Like what? Who even runs Snopes? Has anyone fact checked Snopes yet? Have you found out who they're run by? Who are you choosing to serve? Whose truth are you choosing to serve by just blindly saying, oh, no, Snopes? It says on Snopes, though. Oh, but I checked the local fact checker. The old fact checker tell me that was false. Like, what are you talking about, man? I don't know. I didn't fall for it. I had a message from God that told me to make a drop of water. I listened to God when I was told that, Creator created us with a natural immunity to be able to fend off any sickness or illness or disease on this planet. And if your immune system isn't strong enough, well, that may be your own fault, right? But Creator created us with a natural immunity to fight off, to ward off pretty much any sickness and illness that's out there. Now, I'm not saying any virus or any sort of, but I'm talking about like a sickness and an illness, like not really these crazy pathogens and weird stuff that they're doing, or there's so much crazy destruction going on in these day in this world. But guess what? We get to go to Balloon Fiesta tomorrow. I feel so bad, I got a friend who's out there near Asheville, North Carolina. He luckily got out. This is a friend from high school. We were best friends in high school, right? We kind of like, we don't really talk as much these years. We might say, hey, what's up from time to time, hit each other up, catch up. But he said that 2 days before You enjoy listening and learning and researching all that. Yes, we do. And so, thank you. That's what, see, this is what I do. I usually blow glass. I just make stuff and then I just ramble on. I just start talking about random things. What did I learn about today? What did I learn about yesterday? Oh, what have I not spoke about on my channel yet that I forgot? Because I'm so distracted right now with my own gratification, satisfactory things. My love for ballooning, right? I am addicted to ballooning, like no, no one's business. I love ballooning, but I try not to let my addiction overrun me, right? I'm not out there buying every damn balloon pin and every freaking souvenir there is and this and that. That's crazy. That's a balloonie right there. You might need to go and get checked in at the Balloonatics Anonymous Club or something like that. But yeah, we all got our own different satisfaction, sensory, whatever we got to fulfill. All right, there's at least two. I'm going to bed. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to have a little quick smoke session. But yeah, this is pretty much what I do. I go live. I just ramble on and talk about these things and talk about my own experiences, and then share like how it's connected with the world and this and that. The things that they've left out, like the EO, right? And I'm like, EO, like the only thing I ever knew that was called EO was Captain EO, right? Like, did they utilize Michael in a way to then push that agenda eventually or something? Like, that would be weird. Like, all these things that have been planted for like 40 or 50 years that is like coming to pass because these have been planned and put into place for a really long time. I just learned recently, someone that I love that I've always like wow, our last real president of the United States, JFK, and then I find out, wait, there's some history about a place called I don't want to get the name wrong. There's a place where I guess they dammed it up and they flooded the whole entire town. And apparently, when they went in there later on, they found people who were on their roofs, dying or already deceased, gone, perished from starvation. And apparently, this has already happened before. What's going on in North Carolina? But my friend, he fortunately somehow he had a fall break. Him and his wife decided they were going to go on a little vacation. They went out to a place called Oak Island, Oak Flats Island, or something like that. I don't know the area. Like I said, we lost. We don't really connect all the time, so I don't know what he's been living around or living in or whatever. I just know that he's there. He's near Asheville, in the city like Swalla or something, like, I don't know. I don't know the place, but it's some town that's near there, Nashville, that got completely flooded. He said they got out safely, but 2 days before they left, he said the rains were coming down forever. Oh, I'm sorry, your parents lived right near Asheville, huh? Do you know that place that I'm talking about? I think it starts with an S, like Sona, like it's like it. The word almost sounds twice the same. I don't know, the same sounding. But either way, he got out. They're somewhere else. They're in the Airbnb. He's talking about how he wants to go back in and check. He's heard that their home is okay. That's what he's heard, right? I don't know if there's any picture proof, any video. I hope that we can get someone out there, any of his neighbors or whoever told him that No, not Sarasota. It's like Swana. I don't know. I could look it up on here, but I don't know. I was gonna smoke, right? Yeah. So my friend was talking about how he wants to get back in there, assess the situation, see how his home is, and see what they could save. Right, get back out there. If they got carpets, they're gonna have to like get the steam, the rug doctor to and to clean it up. Get a carpet, a vacuum so they can vacuum it up, shampoo it up, whatever needs to be done. Rip out the carpet. They gotta dry it, like whatever. They gotta open up the doors, put fans down, whatever they need to do. Try to prevent the home from then getting the water damage, the molds, all of that, right? And I've only spoke to him once since this has occurred, and he told me that they were out there, maybe thinking about getting back. But his concern was that when he gets out there and gets back home, there's going to be no gas. How's he going to get out? Then he's going to get stuck in, and then he's going to be stuck, like under the mercy of all the donations and everything going on with like. There's a group out there called Beloved Asheville. And Beloved Asheville apparently has been doing the work. My friend who's out there said that these people have been helping the homeless community and doing what they've been helping and feeding them and taking care of what needs to be done. They already like stood up, right? And now they're standing up some more against what's going on and bringing in supplies, even though FEMA is not allowing supplies to come in. I heard that some officers, three of them, tried to stop a gentleman from getting food back up to his family in the mountain or something like that, and he whooped their butts. He whooped all three of their asses. Apparently, he showed them the whole fuck around and find out what that means. Apparently, the news is not going to cover this, right? Um, I think that's going to show them, like, you need to back down. You work for the people, and you should be helping, not hindering. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But, with this going on and FEMA not allowing supplies, they're confiscating supplies. They're saying that it needs to go through them to make sure that it's okay. Like they're the fucking FDA, right? Like who gives two rats asses about what this is? What, like, these are donations. It's closed. They're sealed bottles of water. We don't need you to make sure that it's still sealed. We know. Look, you can see it. Sealed. You're not FDA. What are you going to do? Open up each bottle and test it to make sure that each one's not been contaminated? Or like, I don't understand what they're thinking. And then there's these weird flybys and all this stuff that's going on out there. And all this stuff is happening. And I get to wake up soon and go have fun at Balloon Fiesta Park. It's like this crazy, bittersweet, like, it's so fun and I get to be all happy and everything. And then I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I got a friend out there who is not going to be able to go back. This is a land grab. And they're taking this land because of the lithium underneath. They're taking it because of the quartz, I guess. It's got the heaviest deposits of the most purest form of quartz there, I guess, in the Himalayas. And it's a land grab. And we're all rooting for Elon Musk, right? So because we have a champion, we have a celebrity champion that we're all rooting for. Go Elon, go Elon, go, go Elon, go Elon, go. And we get this whole whatever, the whole, uh, what do they call it? The Terminator link? Remember when Skynet went live? And then Starlink and all of that? Right? The Terminator link? Remember when Back to the Future happened in our life and we started seeing movies predicting the future and The Simpsons and all this weird stuff? They call it predictive programming, and it's like, no, it's just freaking planned out. Planned agendas that you're televising, that's all. Yeah, and then you got Polar Springs, right? Niagara Water Bottling Company and Nestle. Nestle, one of the largest uh, suspects in thievery of our God-given water. They're stealing our water. They're contaminating it. They're putting fluoride in drinking water. They're making sure that all the pipes have been changed from old copper, which is good for you, to plastic, PVC. What is that? The polyethylene vinyl chloride? Poly polyvinyl chloride? Polyethylene vinyl chloride? I forget. But either way, I was like, is it polyethylene? Like the captain, like ethylene oxide? Polyethylene? Or is it just polyvinyl chloride? I think it's also polyethylene vinyl chloride, right? That ethylene, the ethyl. But yeah, they do make deals with companies like Polar Springs. Um, yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is follow it, right? You still have copper piping. That's awesome. Copper is good. I drink out of a copper mug every day. You know, when you do that, there's something about the copper and the water. It invigorates it. It brings life back to it. It rejuvenates it. Scientifically, it's proven. Dr. Emoto talks about when you put the intention of water, you put love into water, um, good thoughts, good energy, good vibrations, good manifestations, good prayers. When you pray over your food, you pray over your water, you put that good energy into it. You're actually healing yourself in that way. That's why it's important to pray over your food before you eat it. Always be grateful and thankful for everything. Every time you take that bite, take a bite with prayer. Eat in a very prayerful way, in a very high vibrational way. Another message I got from God long ago was to get high. And it doesn't mean to just smoke ganja all day, but it is a part of that. Because one thing that we've learned is that we have an endocannabinoid system, and during the whole pandemic, that we've learned that the tobacco receptors in our body, if they weren't fulfilled with tobacco, they could have also been fulfilled with THC, and that having those THC or tobacco receptors filled, you stayed healthier, and those who didn't have them filled got sicker quicker. It's scientifically proven, medically. There's papers, journals. It's all written out there. I follow a Dr. John Campbell. I highly recommend Dr. John Campbell. He simply just takes the peer reviewed studies and reads them off. He doesn't form an opinion because YouTube doesn't allow that. Although here I'm highly opinionated. Although at the same time, this is the Glassman's world, and I do all of this for my own entertainment purposes and for yours as well. So hopefully this is entertaining to you and maybe even a little bit educational and knowledgeable as well. So I like to sit here and just do this and talk and ramble on, but I gotta get going, guys. It's 12:30 at night. once Balloon Fiesta's over, I'm gonna get back into like, we'll talk about the Mountain Dews. We'll keep on talking about Lahaina, Maui, what they did there, what they did to Boulder, Colorado, what they did to Paradise City, what they did here in New Mexico. We had the largest um, forest fire, wildfire in U.S. history, right? Yeah, he's on a rumble. I'm rambling on, right? And this is what I do. I can go on for hours talking and talking like this. It's just what I do. And I'll go from one tangent to another because it's all connected. Just like you and I, we're all connected in that way. We're all brothers and sisters, all through Creator, all connected. It's all very interesting. Water is life. Every drop counts. You and I, we are all drops of water in this vast ocean of life. That means you count, I count. We all count. Water is life. Every drop counts. And part of that whole thing, the truth of that, is that we are all made of 90% water because our cells